This is a 1985 Ford F700 with a 370 gas engine in it. But the point of this video is I had run this engine with old fuel, and I mean like 15 years old, which isn't a bad idea, right? But I probably had 2 or 3 gallons of that stuff. I didn't drain out of the tank, and I put fresh stuff on top of it thinking it was going to be okay. And what happened was the intake valves, 3 of them got stuck. And I was able to free up a couple of them just by tapping on the top of the valves. Let's see, this one here, I freed it up. Now how I knew it was bad is it bent these push rods. So I had 3 broken push rods, really. Anyway, this front valve here said no so many times. So I kept hitting it with the top of it with a brass hammer trying to free it up. It just wouldn't go. It would get even stuck down, compressing the spring. So long story short, in case anybody else does this kind of thing, and you've done this where you run old fuel in it, what I did was I just found a piece of rubber tubing that fits over the top of the where the valve seal would go, and I just filled it up with let's see, I tried a few different things. One was carb cleaner, and then I altered it back and forth with WD-40. And what I'd do is on the top of the I'd bring this guy up to the top like this, and I'd put a drill on there, just kind of like this. I'm not going to hook it up, but you get the idea. And basically I would just run the valve. I'd rotate it in its hole, kind of going in and out, in and out, in and out. And this thing was so stuck. So I wound up getting a torch, and I applied heat to the stem, or the guide area here, until it would kind of free up a little bit, and I'd move it around, and I'd dump some carb cleaner in that little tube and some WD-40. Just try to cut the trash that had built up in there from my bad idea of running this old fuel. Didn't really intend to, but I didn't really think about it either. So anyway, long story short, if you're ever in a pickle like that, I didn't want to take the head off, because in this old farm truck I just didn't care, and I'm not going to put that much effort into it. So long story short, that's kind of where it went to. Just filled up a tube. I let it soak for a few days. So if that helps anybody, great. If this was a waste of your time because it's not solving your problem, I'm sorry about that. But anyway, all right, thanks a lot.